Hello and welcome to another video on multiplayer tank game. In this video we'll make the armor packages or the armor values for each place in the tank, like the upper frontal plate and the lower frontal plate and the sides, the turret, the gun, mantlet. We'll add collision boxes on these places, and these collision boxes, when overlap with the projectile, they change the value of the base armor according to their the values that are associated with them. So let's start. First we need to go to the mesh, the tank mesh. I will make sockets because we need to let me show you. Now I will add a collision box collision here. I need to set the box and fix the box to a parent socket here. So I want the socket to have the same name in all the tanks that we will make, because if you set the socket here you cannot change it in the child blueprint. So I will make the names the same, like the upper front plate, lower front plate, side, left and right, turret, front, left, and this will be better because, like I said, we want to make multiple tanks based on this main blueprint. So let's go to the tank. First I will add the sockets and place one or two of the armor packages in front of you, and then I will cut the video because it's time consuming. I don't want the video to be too long. Now I'll start with the hull here. I will add a socket here, and I will call it upper front plate. I will make it only letters. I do not want it to be long. Also let's add the other one, lower front plate, the LFP lower front plate. Also side, side, left. Also here add socket, all side, right. And for the turret, I want the turret here, let's add the front right and front left. I will leave the back and the roof, they will have the same value. If you want to add them, you can do it, but for me I will add only front left and front right and a gun mantlet. Here let's add the socket, turret, front, right, and the other one, turret, front, left. And for the gun mantlet, I will attach the socket here to the gun because it moves up and down. And here, let's call it gun mantlet. So after we made the sockets for the gun mantlet attached to the gun, the turret front and right and left attached to the turret, also the hull for the hull. Now let's go to the tank, and here for the first box I will set it to the upper front plate. and I will change the position of the socket here. Just let me split these windows. And make it from the right perspective, and I will choose the upper front plate here and change it to the tank. Also, let's go on the right here, and also change it to wireframe. And let's go back also here. Now we'll change the position of the socket here. Also, let's make it wireframe better. Now let's rotate the socket. And let's also move it slightly upward here. I like to do it in the to change the position of the socket instead of changing the position of the boxes here, because I want them to be exactly the same position as the socket. So let's change the dimensions of the box now. Change the Y for maybe, I think 100 maybe is enough. Now for the Z, increase it also to 80. And for the X, let's decrease it and increase the Z maybe to 90. Change the X position slightly up, make it. Now that I made the let's decrease the X. Make it 15. Let me see it from the right. Let's decrease it, get it down a little bit. This is enough. Now I will stop the video here and I will make the other armor packages and show you the end result. Don't forget to rename the box to upper front plate. Hello again, I finished the tank modules and now you see the armor packages. Now here the turret armor, front, right, gun mantlet and the hull sides, upper and lower front plate. Also there is another method which will be more accurate and more realistic, which is the texture color painting, that we can make a color paint map but this method is more complicated and needs experience with Blender or other 3D modeling software. So maybe I'll do it at the end of the course. Maybe I'll add it as an additional or a bonus content. And I will stick at this time with this method because, like I said, it is easier and more simple, but it doesn't give you a lot of freedom. But you can add more armor packages for, like, for the weak spots here, for the driver hatch, and for the here for the commander hatch. You can put a hitbox here and give it a weak armor. But now I will stick with this. You can add more armor packages as you like. So now the tank armor, the strongest point will be the upper front plate, the turret sides, turret front I mean, and the weak will be sides, and the weakest will be the back and the roof and the back of the turret. Now let's modify these boxes because we need them only to overlap the projectile. So choose them all, select them all by clicking on the first one and holding shift, and then click on the last one. Now they are all selected, and let's go to the collision. Here we need to change it to custom, make it ignore all, only for the projectile. Here for projectile channel we want it to be overlap. And then here let's go to the event graph. Need to add event on begin overlap for all these. Okay, now we have the gun mantlet, the hull side, lower front plate. We need now the upper front plate also overlap. Well, it is. Let me find them. Maybe they are in the event graph. Yes, they are in the event graph. Now let's cut them from here and paste them here. Let me just organize these or leave them like this. Now on begin overlap we want to make some room here. On overlap with these armor boxes, we want to change the base armor value to the specific value that we set for the tank and for the armor. So first we need to make more variables for each one of these. So start with the upper front plate. They should be float. This one, UFP armor. It should be replicated and put it in the tank properties. For the upper front plate, maybe I'll make it 150. Duplicate this one and choose the rename it to lower front plate. Also duplicate this one. All side on the both sides will be the same. so we do not need to make more variables. I will change the values when I finish making the variables. Now we have turret front, armor, and the gun mantlet armor. Gun mantle. Now let's change the values. The upper front plate, we'll leave it. The lower front plate should be weak, so maybe I'll make it 75. I think we should stop right now, and we'll continue on the next video. First on, let's change before we end the video, let's change these values. For the hull sides, it will be maybe 80, slightly stronger than the lower front plate. And the gun, the turret is stronger, maybe 250. And the gun mantle, it's weaker, maybe leave it 150. Now after we made this, also we need we don't need this, leave it, because in my testing I made it that when the hull is hit, the armor value will be set to the base, but we don't need it right now. I made another method. Now I will stop the video right now and see you on the next video. Thank you.